You're tuned in to K-Swiss Radio and a new show format we're debuting today called Inside K-Swiss with myself, Barney Waters, and Omar Presswich.
What up, what up?
Now, followers of K-Swiss Radio will know our format, CEOs Wear Sneakers. We're going to continue with that. I've been a bit slack on that one. Omar, you seem to have taken it over beautifully, by the way. But I will be back on that show and bringing in some heavyweights, entrepreneurs to interview and to give you their insights. But we're also going to be creating this new format called Inside K-Swiss, which is a bit more shorter and just about what's going on here at the brand for anyone who's interested to know. Right, Omar?
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so tell us, let's get right into it. What has been going on?
Well, the first thing that I want to talk about is the startup. And the startup is a purpose-built sneaker for the modern entrepreneur. It's actually one of my favorite sneakers. I used to wear the Gen K, the leather, basically one like this, the 1966 one all the time. So I love this sneaker.
Yeah, anyone who's followed K-Swiss will know that our muse is the young entrepreneur. It's not the athlete. It's not the rapper. It's the young entrepreneur. We think those are the new heroes of youth culture. And we went spent a lot of time at WeWork in downtown LA, and we talked to a lot of young entrepreneurs about what they need. And one of the big things is versatility. They want a sneaker that's comfortable because they're on their feet all day, but also one that's stylish that you can go to a meeting with and not look like you're wearing your gym shoes. So this is a like premium leather, but sleek, minimalist shoe, but it's still a cool sneaker, lightweight. And maybe the best part is it's $69. So it would normally, a leather sneaker like this would cost you $120, but because it's only on kswiss.com and cutting out the middleman, it's $69. So really a great price. And I think they sold out, didn't they?
Yeah, they're just about sold out. Like all the big sizes in men, basically from 9 and up, are all gone.
Yeah.
And all the colors.
And also there's some really nice materials on this. So the outsole, you can see these little specks in the outsole. That's recycled and reground rubber. So we make the rubber from chopped up old rubber. So we reuse it. The little panel of mesh here is made from recycled plastic water bottles. The laces are made from the same material of recycled plastic water bottles. The leathers are low impact, sustainable leathers. And another really great feature is the zipper on the medial side, which is an easy on off feature for people who travel a lot, like entrepreneurs. You want to get through TSA quickly. We've got the zipper, and it's just a really nice looking shoe. And yeah, there are some pairs left, although only a few. And it comes in this beautiful packaging with the glossy startup name. I'm not sure if you can see that. And those are on kswiss.com. And a new colorway coming. Tell us about the new ones.
So the new colorway is called Confidence, and you can see it right here. It's a really nice minimal Court Pro. And if you look inside of the shoe, this is one of my favorite things about the whole sneaker campaign is instead of naming the shoes colors, they are named after key characteristics that we believe that entrepreneurs have. So risk.
Yeah, this is risk. You can see inside the tongue, it's stitched in the tongue, the word risk. When you look down, you can remind yourself. The gray is actually called ambition.
And then the brown one right here is called vision. And the reason why I really love it is your shoes should stand for something. When you go and do something, you lace up, and it's just an awesome reminder of why you do what you do.
So that pink is confidence, because you've got to be confident to be out there with the dusty pink. Great fashion color. And then the second colorway is another version of ambition with this greeny gray, really beautiful color, really simple, sleek design. And this one's actually $59. So a premium leather sneaker with conscious materials for $59. It's there now at Case. Or these are coming out in September, kswiss.com.
Yep, September 22nd.
Okay, and I'm also really pleased with the talent we got to represent these on the launch campaign. We brought in Jordan Harbinger, represented Risk, and he's a great podcaster, the Jordan Harbinger Show. He just had Kobe Bryant on his show, so he's doing better than us, obviously, because we just got ourselves. But his Risk shoe was debuted and featured on his show as well, actually. I think he did some giveaways and some promos on his show. And Jordan has been on our podcast before, so you can also go to CEOs Wear Sneakers and listen to Jordan. Who else did we bring in?
We had Eric Hercules. He is a photographer in the sneaker and fashion community that I really look up to and admire, and he represented Ambition. And again, check out the video just because it's awesome to hear their take on what ambition or risk means to them.
Yeah, and then lastly, we had the Vision colorway, and this was represented by Sharifa Murdoch, an old friend who founded and runs the Liberty Fairs trade show for men's fashion, and also just founded a new festival for young women called the Envision Festival. A really entrepreneurial person, a real boss, and super stylish. Her Instagram is Sharifa Says. Go check her out. And that was a shoe that she represented in our campaign. So we had 3 really great people to bring this to life, and we're bringing new people in for the new colors. We won't say too much about that yet. And tons more coming in this startup world. You know, it's funny on Twitter, I think people we used the tagline sneakers for CEOs, and some people took that way seriously and said, you're making sneakers just for CEOs? Well, yeah, we are, but the CEO is the kid who's got a lemonade stand, or the person making t-shirts and selling them on Instagram. It's not just for actual corporate CEOs. It's the mentality of, I'm not trying to be a fast runner here. I'm trying to be the boss, and I'm trying to build my business. That's the CEO we're talking about.
And honestly, that's what I think really separates us apart, is the fact that the faces that we're getting for these campaigns, they are everyday heroes. They're just people that are doing their very best and following.
And also people said, actually, some interesting tweets on this, like, you know, Everlane, K-Swiss is coming for you, or what are you guys trying to do? You trying to be all birds? Like, yeah, that's exactly what this is in terms of it being that kind of sneaker, a minimalist sneaker at a direct-to-consumer price point. The difference, this one is leather, okay? So if you are anywhere where it might potentially rain, this is probably a better choice, but I'm definitely biased. But yeah, you hit the nail on the head if you're thinking about those kind of references. So anyway, check that one out. That's new and exciting from K-Swiss. What else, Omar?
Well, if you live in California, you may know that our oceans can sometimes be a little bit on the dirty side.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Heal the Bay. Heal the Bay is an organization that we have partnered with. They are based in Santa Monica in LA, and they're a advocacy group that really works on behalf of clean oceans. Now, they're not as focused on taking stuff out of the ocean. They're more focused on making sure it doesn't get there in the first place. So they really stop, the water, where they want clean waterways and inputs into the ocean. So they do a lot of work with lobbying the government and advocating for in local cities to stop the plastics and the things. So we've worked with them, created a Heal the Bay classic. This is has the wave printed, and this is made of all recycled plastic materials and just some really great conscious sustainable materials in here. You can see the details on kswiss.com, and this is coming out in the next couple of weeks and is really lined up against September 21st, which is the International Coastal Cleanup Day. So we'll be participating in a coastal cleanup as K-Swiss on Saturday, September 21st. Do you know where that is?
I don't know at the top of my head. I believe it's in Santa Monica. You can go on healthebay.com and see where we're going to meet up, because you do have to register to go, but we'll be there.
Yeah, come meet us, come pick up some beach trash with us and check out the new sneakers on the 21st of September if you're in the LA area. Also want to mention that we did restock GaryVee 003, the white clouds and dirt, people's favorite GaryVee sneaker so far, apparently, according to Omar's.
We ran some Twitter and Instagram, questionnaires.
Surveys is the word I was looking for.
Yes, and you guys voted, and you said the clouds and dirt was your favorite.
We restocked because everyone's white sneakers were getting filthy. So if you fancy a second pair, we put a limited amount back up on the site, and so those are there. And the last thing I would say in terms of GaryVee is that we have the 005 coming this year. That's an important release for Gary, with the number 5 being really important to him. 5 stripes, K-Swiss. It's our 5th version of a sneaker with Gary. We are going to launch a special colorway, very collectible, only 300 pairs at ComplexCon. This will be our 3rd ComplexCon where we've launched a new GaryVee sneaker. And this is no exception, except this is the smallest amount of a colorway of GaryVees we've ever made. Do you know what the other smallest was?
1,000?
No, 600 pairs of
the O2s.
the Crushing It. The
Crushing
yellow and black was 600 pairs.
Dang,
This is 300. So if you want to buy those, you've got to get your ComplexCon tickets. That's my tip. We may have some left over. If we do, we'll put them on our ecom, but I would imagine it'd be very few pairs left over. Also, let's do a couple quick shout outs.
Yeah, let's do the shout outs.
If you will. I got a really great surprise and delight moment from one of my favorite breweries, my brewing companies. As you know, Omar, I do enjoy a premium IPA.
Who doesn't enjoy a premium IPA?
On Fridays only, I might add. But I actually was on LinkedIn and I saw a guy called Devon Pierce from Stone Brewery, and I just dropped him a note. Hey man, I love the beer. I said, I'm actually drinking your Stone Ripper right now. It's one of my favorites. And next few days,
a little
I got the beer hookup from Stone, the Stone Ripper. So I really appreciate that. It's a killer. This is a pale ale, and this is just fantastic. So thank you, Devon. That was a great surprise and delight moment of sending us something. We're sending him some shoes back, I presume.
Yeah, I already did that yesterday.
Appreciate that. So we're sending that to him. So hey, if anyone wants to send us some good stuff, like we're open to it.
Absolutely. There is I'll have to show it on another episode, but this awesome guy that makes these little Lego figurines, and he made some GaryVee ones, and so we have a couple of them.
Yeah, bring those in. So any other great shout outs you want to give from the socials?
I want to give a shout out to our main man, Lil Jon.
All right, yeah.
He's been repping K-Swiss hardcore the last few weeks, and apparently he's been wearing that since the 80s. And so it was really awesome the way he approached us. He literally DM'd us a picture of him wearing K-Swiss, started following us, and just said, hey, I love you guys. And that was it. That's an awesome way of reaching out.
For sure.
And who doesn't like
these organic relationships are always the best. Check out @LittleJohn. You can see him on it. He's actually got some stuff on his Instagram right now where he's really representing K-Swiss. We appreciate that. I want to shout out comedian Chris D'Elia. He's someone I've watched for a long time, but he posted something really interesting. It was about Twitter, actually, which, to me is the cesspool of social media. He wrote, how come if you're offended by someone's comedy, it can't just not be your cup of tea and then that's it? Why does it have to be you writing 40 blogs about it? The comedy's not the problem. You are. I think that's so true. Is for people who are out there just using Twitter for negative energy. Hey, the problem is not where you're aiming your tweets. It's actually you. So really think about that. And I love this quote about Twitter is reaction without context or research. And we experienced some of that with our CEO collection, didn't we? Where people were like,
yeah.
why are you making sneakers for CEOs? It's like, we're not only for CEOs.
I love that people are looking at that. The only shout out that I really want to give out, we kind of talked about this, is Augusto. His Instagram handle, I believe, is _LA. Yeah,
_looks. Yeah, thanks for the support. He's been on us big time recently, posting a lot of content. And
finding gem shoes. He's actually been ordering a bunch of retro shoes and shooting photos and styling them. And I think that's just a great example on how to reach out to brands without asking for anything.
Yeah. Also, LV the artist?
Hell yeah, I know LV.
Yeah, she just wrote me a nice note and said she's a big fan of the brand and sent me this little unreleased video they made of the GaryVee shoe. And she said she'd been in the office, but obviously it was out that day. But great piece of content. So check her out, LV the artist. Thank you for your support. A lot of people supporting us on socials these days, and you can feel it building. I guess our goal is keep putting out great things. This is a chance to get to know us. We'll be bringing more of the team onto the show so that it's not always just us, and keep informing you of the drops that we have. We have so many more things coming, some amazing things in the pipeline for the next, for the rest of this year. I'm going to blow your minds actually with some of the stuff. So stay tuned. Until then, I will be taking my premium beers and heading off to the weekend to enjoy myself. What are you doing this weekend, Omar?
Well, I am actually going to... I'll probably drink a few beers myself, but we have an event tomorrow with
Heal the Bay.
Heal the Bay. And that's what I'll be doing this weekend.
Excellent.
Maybe a date. Let's end with a little giveaway.
Okay, good idea.
With the Court Pro coming out, we want you guys to comment in YouTube or right here. We got Santi pointing at the camera. leave us a comment below on what confidence means to you, or a really cool quote about confidence.
Right. And get your pink K-Swiss startups
Best
on
one will
September
get
20
it.
something. All right. Thank you. And we'll see you on the next one.